Namaste. Welcome to today's practice. Today is Yin Yoga, so supported Yin. So we'll have, if you have a belt or strap or a towel and blocks, blankets, also bolster. Those are all your friends for today's practice. I know you're there, and that makes me very happy, even if I cannot see you. So gently close your eyes. Make yourself comfortable. Well, since you're close-eyed, you can also pick your nose. No one will see you. Now, as you breathe in and out, just focus on your breath, coming to your presence. Even if I don't see you, I know you're there, and that makes me happy. So that is the mantra for today's practice. I know you're there, and that makes me happy. This is a mantra of love, of understanding, coming from the presence, coming from the calmness. When you say this mantra, you already feel good about it, about the relationship you have with the person you're saying this to. Now let's take 3 conscious breaths together. Deep inhale, and then gentle and long exhale. Deep inhale. Hold for a moment, and then gently exhale. One more like this. Deep inhale all the way to the crown, and then hold, but relax, hold. And then exhale completely, gently, evenly. Now visualize a person and say that mantra to this person. I know you are here, and that makes me happy. I know you're here, and that makes me happy. So this mantra is an acknowledgement for someone's presence. And presence is really a gift. So appreciate the gift will make our relationship a better place. It makes us happy and makes the other person be appreciated happy. So acknowledge the gift of presence. I know you're here, and that makes me happy. Now put one hand on your heart, the other hand on top of it. Say out loud to the person you want to say that to. Acknowledge the presence. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's a friend, a family. And feel your heart when you say it. Now release your hands back to your knees and stay here for a moment to observe your body, observe your heart, observe your mind, feeling your presence at here and now. So we have talked 2 mantras so far. Last time we talked about I'm here for you. So that mantra is about you offering your presence. And today, the mantra is I know you are here, and that makes me happy. That's to acknowledge the gift of presence someone else has given you. You can repeat these mantras often, and it will create good relationships between you and yourself, you and others. Just remember, when you speak these mantras, always come to your presence and mindfulness first by taking 3 deep breaths. Now gently open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me for this mantra meditation. So the first yin yoga pose we will have is about our lower back, but we come to Sphinx pose. So if you do have a belt, we will also use the belt for the quadriceps. We'll come to Sphinx pose first. So if you have a block, you can use the block to prop up your forehead. Otherwise, just keep your elbows under the shoulders or slightly forward, whichever makes you feel comfortable. You can interlace the fingers, untuck the toes behind, and then just relax here. So we'll be the first 1 minute, just be in this position for relaxation. You can always take 3 conscious breaths gently. Come to the mindful presence. When you exhale, relax your belly. Just surrender. Now gently lift your head. We're going to use the belt for the quadriceps stretch. So if you don't have a belt, what usually people do is just take one hand to grab the foot, and that will give you a quadriceps stretch. But if you do have a belt, you can make a loop and then loop that over your foot, and then just bring this belt to the front. You can continue to rest your forehead on the block. So this way you don't have a lot of exerting hand position for the foot. But if you're okay with it, you're welcome to do that. So we stay here each side for 1 minute. Try to relax your right thigh and right hip. Oftentimes, our muscles tend to react to certain force, and this is why during yin yoga, try not to force it. Just find the edge. Now release your right leg. Stay here for just a moment to feel the difference between your right and left quads. Now switch to the other side. Put the loop over your left leg. Now bend your left knee so you can take the belt to the front. Try to relax your belly. Surrender to the mat. Relax your left thigh. Melt all that muscle tension away. Now gently release and stay on Sphinx pose for a few more moments. Now bend your both knees. Let your legs be just hanging there. No need to grab your feet. And this gives you a little more compression on the lower back. Just sense it. Relax your belly. And then gently release your legs to the floor. Fold your arms so you can rest your forehead on the folded arms. Now wiggle your butt left and right. Just release, give a little bit movement around your lower back. All right. So while you're here, bend your right knee. So your right leg is about 90 degrees. And that's why I recommend you have some blanket so you can rest knee on the blanket instead of the floor or somewhere hard. So your shin bone and thigh bone are 90 degrees. And then you can continue to rest your forehead on the folded arms. And this is flapping fish. We'll stay here for 1 minute. Observe the sensations in your body. We're gently opening the front side of our hips. Now gently move your knee toward the right a little more. So move it away a little more. See if you can bring your right hip have a little more sensation now. So slide your right knee toward the right. You can also use one side of the face on the floor. And gently come back to center. Get your right knee back. And just stay in the center for a moment. Feel your right front hip. And now bring your blanket or support to the left side. We're going to practice the flapping fish on the left side. So bend your left knee, put your left knee on top of the blanket. Keep your shin bone and thigh bone square. Keep your chest on the floor, forehead on the folded arms. For the first few breaths, just observe your left front hip. Now slide your left knee toward the left a little more, just maybe 1 inch or 2 inches. And then feel that opening of your left front hip. And then turn your head one side on the floor. Sense if there's any stretchy feeling on your left front hip. Maybe your right hip is on the floor, front side. And relax your buttocks. Now gently retract your left leg. Come back to center. And then turn around to your back. So keep your belt handy. We'll use the belt for some stretch, hamstring stretch. So put your blocks, one on each side. I like to have lots of support. So one block each side. Now lay on your back. Make a loop of your belt. Now bend both knees first and then lift your right leg. Put the belt under your right foot, just around the balls of your right foot. Now straighten your right leg without locking it. And so gently pull your right leg toward your head a few times and feel your right hamstring. Okay, now if you are okay, then straighten your left leg to the floor. Now feel if you need to bend your left knee, bend your left knee. Otherwise, you can keep the left foot, left leg on the floor. Great. You can use your both hands. And we'll start here 1 minute. And relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. See if you can relax your right hip toward the floor a little more. Just testing out those micro movements. And how does that micro movement affect your hamstring? Relax your jaw, relax your neck. Now put only right hand grab the belt and guide your right leg to the right. So you're opening the front side of your right hip. And probably your leg will be supported by a block on the right side if it doesn't reach the floor. Now put your left hand on the left front thigh, front hip, and just relax here for another minute. Keep your left shoulder relaxed. And give thanks to the sensations you have. Your sensations are a presence to you. So here you can say, I know you're here. That makes me happy. Relax your buttocks. Let your left leg be completely relaxed. Now slightly bend your right knee and guide your right leg back to center. And then straighten it again. Change the hands. So left hand grabbing the belt. Now guide your right leg to the left. So to your left. Maybe your leg will be resting on a block or a bolster. You can even move your buttocks a little bit. Now open your right arm out to the right. Look over to your right. So this will give you some right outer hip stretch. It also is a very good lower back twist. So with the support of the block and the belt, there shouldn't be much effort. Relax your left leg, just 10 more percent. Take one more conscious breath here, feeling your body's presence, and give thanks. Now gently bend your right knee and guide your right leg back to center. Straighten your knee and stay here for a few more moments, feeling the right leg hamstring. And then bend your right knee, take out the loop, grab your right leg, the right foot. We come to half happy baby. Just one side, half happy baby. Relax your neck. You can put your left hand on the left front hip. Now gently release your right foot and the right leg to the floor. Stay in Shavasana just for a few breaths. Now bend your both knees. Now we go to the other side. Use your looped strap under the left foot. Now straighten your left foot. Just slightly move your left foot toward your head a few times. Feel your left hamstring. And then keep it stable here. Gently start to straighten your right leg. Slowly. And see where you are at. Maybe not all the way to the floor on the right leg. Then you can slightly bend your right knee. Wherever you are, stay there. It only takes time. Slightly tuck your chin to chest so you're not straining your neck. Intentionally relax your left hip to the floor. Relax your right thigh. Relax your shoulders. Now put your left hand, grab the strap. You can slightly bend your knee when you guide your left leg to the left, or you can keep the knee straight. So once your left leg are on the block or any support, stay there. Now extend your right arm out to the right. Or you can put your right hand on top of right front thigh, front hip. Feel that body sensation from your front hip on the left side and on the right side. Relax your buttocks. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Now gently, you can slightly bend your left knee while you guide your left leg back to center. And switch hands. The right hand to grab the strap. Then guide your left leg to the right. So maybe your left leg is supported by a block. Keep your strap stable in your hand. And then turn your chest to the ceiling. Extend your left arm out. Let your left leg be heavy and supported. Relax your right thigh. Relax your left outer hip. Observe the sensations around your legs. Maybe it's your hamstring. Maybe it's your outer hip. Maybe it's your lower back. Maybe it's your upper left chest. This pose can have so many sensations. It's up to you to be present and to be mindful. Now gently you can bend your left knee and then guide your left leg back to center. And release the belt. Grab the left outer edge of the foot, the outer edge of your left foot. Just come to half happy baby. You can keep your right hand on the front side of your right thigh. See if you can relax your shoulders and your jaw and neck. Now gently release your left leg. Come to Shavasana just for a few moments. Complete relaxation. And bend your knees to the chest. Can rock left and right. Draw circles. And then rock forward and back. Massage the back. Give full, complete massage. You can keep your forehead to the knee. A few more times. And come to seated pose. Very good. And then you will be using your bolster. So we'll have the bolster to hug. And we will do the twist. So keep your bolster very close to your buttocks and your feet are mat width apart. And then shift your buttocks to the right side of the mat. So your buttocks behind your right heel. And now turn your both knees to the left. And we're coming up to the deer pose. So you're square. Your right shin bone is to the shorter edge of the mat. Left shin bone is to the longer edge of the mat. So now turn your torso to your bolster, to the back. Now walk your hands forward and melt your chest to the bolster. First, we turn the head to the right. So your head is to the right. We'll stay here for 1 minute. You can hug your opposite elbows. Make sure you're very, very comfortable. So comfortable, as if you're going to sleep. Now turn your head to your left. So this twist gets a little bit deeper because of your head turn. Maybe your head turn will facilitate a little more of your chest turn. So your right cheek is on the bolster or the floor. And now gently return to center by pushing into your palms. Get your torso back up first, and then turn your torso back to center. Let all your knees come back to center. Now sit against it. So hands behind the buttocks. Let your hips draw left and right. Windshield wiper. And then move your buttocks to the left side of your mat. Turn your knees to the right. So now you're at the deer pose. Then turn your torso toward your bolster. Walk your hands forward and then melt your chest to the bolster. Turn your head to the left first. You can interlace the fingers or grab the opposite elbows. Now gently turn your head to the right, so your left cheek is on the mat, on the bolster or floor. Observe if that facilitates bigger twist. If this is too much for you, stay on the other side. Now gently use your palms, push yourself back to center, and then turn your torso. Once you get to the center, windshield wiper your knees, left and right. Very good. Now the next one, we will use our belt for assisting our butterfly legs. So make a loop around your lower back, and then loop around your feet. So your feet toward and the lower back, and use one side. So if you can see me, so the loop goes behind your lower back and your thigh, and then tighten it so your heels are closer to your groin area. Otherwise, it's not a problem if you don't have a belt. You can use the blocks to support the legs. And then lean back to your bolster. So this is a hip opening as well as a heart opening. And extend your arms. If you don't have a bolster, you can also use the two blocks. If you don't have any blocks, you can also just stay on the floor. And additional support, if you have blanket to support your neck or head, that'd be great too. If you observe your mind wandering, you can always come back to your conscious breath. Your conscious breath is the present time, here and now. When you are present, you can give this presence to others, to people who you love. When you're in presence, you will also be able to receive someone else's presence fully, and you will be able to mindfully acknowledge their presence. I know you are here, and that makes me happy. I know you are here, and that makes me happy. I fully acknowledge your presence. I appreciate your gift. Now you can gently roll off the blocks or the bolster, or you can stay here for the rest 5 or so minutes for Shavasana. If you can get your legs out of the loop and straighten your legs, you can choose to stay here in a supported posture for Shavasana. Choose a form to relax. Notice your gentle breath in and gentle breath out. You can continue to stay here for more longer time. If you're ready to come out of Shavasana, start to introduce some movements. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. And the wrists and ankles. Maybe stretch your arms over your head. Step your feet away. And then exhale completely. Do that a couple more times if you wish. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, relax. And then roll off to one side. Keep in the cradle position for a few more moments. Cradle your head with an arm. Just feeling that calmness from the practice. When you're ready, press yourself back to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Feel your body and mind, the calmness of the body, the stillness of the mind. I know you're here. That makes me happy. Thank you so much for your presence. That is always the best gift. Namaste.